McCallum has 3 minutes to a championship.
Okay, break. Step back, Lynn. Step back, Lynn.
Sean Mannion will have earned his $75,000 in this fight.
Well, Sean Mannion now is starting to take the full impact of the punches because through fatigue, he's starting to fall into the blows. So they're much more devastating now. You see that, Barry? He's running to his left jab, right hand.
2 minutes remaining in this one. And McCallum straightens Mannion right up with an uppercut.
All right, break. No punching. Step back. Okay, go.
When Sean Mannion is hit, it's like a delayed reaction. He doesn't react until later on.
Hold it. No punching. No punching. Okay, good.
See the concentration in Mike McCallum's eyes. He's waiting for that right hand.
Got a short right hand right there that backed Mannion off once again. Mannion takes a deep breath. He's still got a half a round to go.
Watch for that right hand again to the head. And it's going to be thrown like a right hook.
Mannion got a lunging left hand in, but there's not much left there.
Hold it. No punching. Step back.
1 minute left in this fight.
Hold it. Watch your head, Mannion. Okay, watch that head come in. Okay.
Mannion still trying to do a job here.
Well, I guess everyone can see that Sean Mannion has the heart of a lion, but also he's outclassed by a good boxer like Mike McCallum.
All right, hold it. Break, Lynn.
McCallum, meanwhile, is just 15 seconds away from a championship, junior middleweight championship. And Sean Mannion will survive this one. And Mike McCallum will be the champion.
I got it. You got the title, baby. You got the
So in the ring, I don't think there's any question about this one. Oftentimes, you don't like to jump the officials and say, how's this one going to go? But in this case, I don't think there's any question about it. Class 1 out here.
Well, I think the fact of the matter is, they should have stopped the fight in 13 rounds. I personally feel. I take my hat off to Sean Mannion. I mean, he stayed in there, but he was totally outclassed.
You're terrific. You got the mouthpiece?
Really no contest in this fight, almost right from the outset. The story of this fight was really written in the first chapter, and that was McCallum's jab on the right side of the head of Mannion.
Well, it was an artistic fight for Mike McCallum, and I think the most devastating punches were the uppercuts. He was able to land the right uppercut, left uppercut. I want you to buy it. That beautiful left uppercut thrown there by Mike McCallum did a lot of damage to the eyes of Sean Mannion.
Very effective jab that McCallum had, and it really kept Mannion off him. And the only way Mannion was going to be in this fight at all was to get inside, and he was really, by and large, unable to do that.
But then again, Barry, on the other side, he was capable because a lot of times when he was hurt, he would fire back.
So Mike McCallum will be the WBA junior middleweight champion of the world. A title, as we mentioned, that Sugar Ray Leonard held by way of beating Ayub Kaluli. Should also mention that Mike McCallum also beat Ayub Kaluli, knocked him out in the 7th round. Just how good Mike McCallum is, we might not really know until another fight, maybe 2 fights.
Well, he's growing, he's developing, and he's going to improve. He's going to get stronger, and you're going to see a lot of Mike McCallum.
He did say, as a matter of fact, and I think we mentioned it near the top of this fight, that his toughest fights have come in a gym at Kronk, where there are an awful lot of pretty good fighters. One, of course, sitting right behind us tonight, Tommy Hearns.
There's so much talent in the Kronk Gymnasium, and the fact that I can agree with that.
There is, however, a little bit of trouble in paradise so far as Mike McCallum and Emmanuel Stewart and Kronk are concerned. Stewart was not at his corner tonight. Lou Duva was. There's a look at Tommy Hearns looking on. And he saw a guy who was a very creditable performer tonight. Tommy affecting the designer glasses. And next to him, Milt McCrory, who saw his brother in a very impressive fashion in his professional debut tonight. And these two guys can laugh. They are both champions. Tommy Hearns, of course, here to see Marvelous Marvin Hagler. That fight upcoming live from here in Madison Square Garden. And Hearns can only lick his chops and lick his wallet, for that matter, at the prospects of that fight. Meanwhile, we await the official decision here. Mike McCallum obviously thinks that he's won the fight. If pictures are 1,000 words, you only have to look at Sean Mannion on one side of the ring and Mike McCallum on the other to know who won and who lost this fight. Right now, let's go up to the ring announcer, Michael Buffer, and get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Here is the official scoring. Judge Johnny Lobianco scores it 149-123. Judge Carol Castellano scores it 150-134. And Judge Carol Paula scores it 149-136 for the winner by unanimous decision and the new World Boxing Association Junior Middleweight Champion of the World, Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum.
Let's have a big hand for Sean Mannion.
So Mike McCallum is the predictable winner here. I don't think there was any question about it. The tone for this fight was set at the outset, and really, Mike McCallum never looked back.
It was a great show of boxing demonstration by Mike McCallum. He was very impressive. Sean Mannion just showed a great deal of heart, but just couldn't get inside.
Showed a good jab, no question about that, and that's really what set up and kept Mannion off in the entire fight.
Well, the left jab played a major role in the fight. In fact, Sean Mannion just could not figure out a way to get inside without being hit by the left jab of Mike McCallum.
All right, right now, Larry Merchant is with the winner and new champion, Mike McCallum. Larry?
Mike, you were in the same stable with the other junior middleweight champion, Tommy Hearns. You finally got out from under his shadow. What are your feelings about that?
Well, in a sense, I'm happy because I was under his shadow most of the time. Nothing taken away from Thomas Hearns. He's a great, great true champion. Good inspiration to all of the guys in the Kronk team, also to me. We had some great workouts in the gym. It's just that the little misunderstanding with the Duran fight, I felt that I'm getting old and #1 contender for a year and almost a half. I need my shot. So the only way I could do is get out there, get my shot.
Why couldn't you knock Sean Mannion out?
Sean is a durable fighter, very tough. I knew before the fight, going in the fight, that Sean was going to be a tough fight. I've been fighting for about 8 months, and I think that have a lot to do with me. And I came back, I did 50 rounds. I think I'm proud of myself. A little bit of time I get, a little bit reckless in the middle part of the round, but get myself back together, and there was no stopping there. I knew I had to win the fight for Jamaica, myself. Jamaica hadn't had a champion in a long, long time. I'm the first champion, and I'm proud of that. Thanks to you people, Jamaica, I did it.
Thank you very much. And now back to Barry and Ray.
All right, thank you very much, Larry Merchant and Mike McCallum. What's in the future now? He's the kind of guy you have to feel could go up to middleweight, could probably even go down to welterweight if he chooses to.
Well, he's going to be around for a long time, and he can challenge the middleweights also.
All right, that brings us to the main event, an event that, of course, everyone, at least the champion, hopes to wind up exactly as it did the last time. And the challenger, well, he's looking to prove a point, one that he couldn't make under any circumstances 2 years ago.